This session focuses on the specific challenges and opportunities involved in project design within rural settings. You will learn how to create projects that are not only viable, but also sustainable and beneficial to the rural communities they serve. Understanding rural dynamics. This section delves into the intricacies of the rural context, examining the unique demographic, economic, and community-specific aspects that influence project design and implementation in rural areas. Examination of the rural context. Demographic trends. Often characterized by an aging population, rural areas may also experience youth out-migration to urban centers for better educational and job opportunities. Understanding these trends is crucial for planning projects that are viable in the long term and can adapt to shifting demographic realities. Economic basis. Rural economies are typically centered around agriculture, forestry, and other primary industries. However, many rural areas are diversifying into sectors like tourism, renewable energy, and artisanal crafts. Projects should consider these economic bases to leverage existing strengths and opportunities for expansion. Community needs. Rural communities might have specific needs that differ significantly from urban areas, including enhanced healthcare and educational facilities, better transportation and communication infrastructure, and more local employment opportunities. Effective project design must address these needs directly to improve quality of life and economic resilience. Identifying challenges. Specific to rural project development, limited infrastructure. Many rural areas lack the necessary infrastructure for basic connectivity and services, such as roads, public transport, internet access, and utilities. Projects need to either work within these limitations or plan to improve infrastructure as part of the project scope. Access to technology. With limited broadband and technological infrastructure, rural projects might need to consider alternative methods for communication and operation, or advocate for and include technological upgrades within the project objectives. Skilled labor shortages. The availability of skilled labor is often lower in rural areas due to educational and professional opportunities being more concentrated in urban centers. Projects may need to include training components to build local capacity or find innovative solutions that require fewer specialized skills. Understanding these dynamics and challenges is essential for designing projects that are not only sustainable, but also deeply integrated into the fabric of rural life. By acknowledging and addressing the unique characteristics of rural areas, project planners can create more effective, lasting solutions that support the community's growth and development. Creating sustainable projects in rural areas requires a nuanced understanding of the local environment and economy. This section outlines essential design principles aimed at promoting sustainability and enhancing the long-term viability of rural projects. Sustainable design in rural settings focuses on several key principles. Environmental stewardship projects should prioritize conservation of the natural environment and biodiversity. This includes minimizing environmental footprints, such as reducing waste, managing natural resources responsibly, and employing renewable energy sources where possible. Economic sustainability. Ensure that projects contribute positively to the local economy. This can involve supporting local businesses, creating jobs, and using economic practices that circulate money within the community rather than exporting it. Social inclusion. Projects should aim to be inclusive, offering benefits across different community segments, including marginalized groups. Ensuring that all community members have a voice in project development and receive tangible benefits strengthens social bonds and project support. Cultural sensitivity. Respecting and integrating local cultural practices and traditions into the project can enhance community engagement and acceptance. This might involve traditional building techniques, local festivals, or community governance structures. Incorporating local resources and traditional practices is crucial for the sustainability and acceptance of rural projects. Utilize local materials. Make use of local materials in construction and other project facets. This not only reduces transport costs and carbon footprints, but also supports the local economy. For example, using locally sourced timber in building projects or local stone for landscaping. Leverage traditional knowledge. Many rural communities have a wealth of traditional knowledge that can be integrated into modern projects. This could relate to agricultural practices, resource management, or even medicinal plants. Projects that respect and utilize this knowledge can achieve better outcomes and greater community buy-in. Community-driven design. Engage community members in the design process to ensure that the project meets real needs and fits within the local context. This participatory approach can identify innovative uses of local resources and practices that might not be apparent to outsiders. Training and capacity building. Where new skills are required, provide training that is rooted in local realities. This helps build local capacity and ensures the community can maintain and develop project outcomes independently over time. Promote local artisans and businesses. Whenever possible, involve local artisans, craftsmen, and businesses in the project. This not only improves the economic impact of the project, but also helps preserve local crafts and practices. By adhering to these principles, projects in rural areas can become more sustainable, culturally sensitive, and widely supported by the local community. This approach not only enhances the immediate outcomes of the project, but also contributes to building resilient and self-sustaining rural communities.